All right, the astrological charts right now are the same. Whoops, hang on a minute. Despacito's on here. Where is that? There, okay. The astrological charts right now are exactly the way they were in 1930 when you were 10 years old.
Yeah.
So you tell me, what were you doing when you were 10 years old?
Okay, in 1930, on May 4th of 1930, we had the fire, Crown Hill fire.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Yeah,
That was life changing.
yeah,
Holy
and
mackerel.
yeah, and that's half of the city was on fire.
What month was that? May?
May 4th,
May 4th.
the 4th of May. We went to a play, and the building was shaking so much, the wind was so strong that they canceled. And they told us to go home, that the fire was creeping all over the place.
Huh.
And I was, well, anyway, the whole day, the whole afternoon was, my uncle came down with his overland car and took us kids to his house, where it was on the other side of the river and away from the fire. And anyway, my dad stayed with the house, and he tried to water it down, but there was no more water pressure, and the tile on the roof was melting, and the house just poof, it went in flames. And
Wow.
that really did a job on my dad. And we had taken out some furniture to, my mother wanted to see the washing machine. We took it aside to the porch. Anyway, it was a big, one of the biggest things that happened. And then we stayed on with my uncle's house there on that first week. And within a week, we had some thunderstorms that were so vivid. The lightning hit the house right next door to us, so we felt the lightning go through our bodies. And my mother fell on her knees and prayed. She said, Mary, Joseph, she thought it was the end of the world. Then we moved on the Milford Road into a house where my dad went into a shell shock, and he had us with our arms extended like a cross while we prayed and said the bead, the prayer beads. And then everything happened. He had his body became too, and my uncle tried to to help, and he told him to get the hell out before and my uncle just ran away from him. My father started running, jumped over a fence, and went over, running in a field. Then he jumped back onto the road, was chasing a car. And then in September, we moved on Salt Lake Court, and my dad went through a window. And he went up the hill, and he was fighting with a German Shepherd, and the cops had to come and put him out. They had to belly club him, put him in the hospital. So he went to the VA hospital. So 1930 was, and then when I went to school in September, the class, the fourth grade was too full. So they jumped a few girls and myself from the third grade to the fifth grade because we were the smartest ones. And that's where I started going backwards.
10 years old.
Huh?
You had just turned 10, too.
What?
You had just turned 10 in 1930.
Yep. In July, I turned 10.
Wow.
Yep.
So how did you do by the end of the year?
Uh, well, the teacher that we had spoke in English most of the time, and the ones that we had before that, they all spoke in French. So I didn't understand half of what she was saying in English. And so I fell backwards, and I became the dumbest of the class instead of the brightest.
Well, not the dumbest, but I know what you mean. Yeah, it didn't help you.
No,
That's too
it
bad.
held me back. It hurt me, and it destroyed my future.
Wow. So, and that's where the astrological charts are right now for people that are, you can make some big, big, big mistakes right now by jumping ship or doing crazy things that you should be sticking with anything that you've been working on for a long time plan, and now it's going to show the bearing of fruit if you stick with it. If you try to start all over again with something, if it's not right, it can be very, it's very, it can go either way. So, wow, that's interesting because I was told that it hasn't been like this. The astrological charts haven't been like this for it's for August 11th on the new moon, and it goes for 60 days, I think. Uh, whatever you start now, you're going to see something in 60 days, and then after that, it's going to be with you for 30 years, something like that. That's a general forecast for almost everybody. We'll see what happens with the government. That'll be interesting to see how Donald Trump uh, gets affected by all this astrology energy. Things are not looking too good right now.
Well, they're discovering that the politicians have all been making money on the side and taking all of our tax money for themselves and buying properties on businesses, and we're paying for all that stuff.
I think Donald Trump should make them pay us back.
Yeah, it's going to come out in the next month, next week, next month.
That's why I said to you, Dad, I don't worry about your bills. I think you're going to find from some unknown source somewhere you're going to get an increase in money, and that may be it because that Donald Trump is trying to make uh, people happy with his decisions, and that would be one. If he could reimburse the American people with all the money that they've been cheated out of by this phony tax system, give us all our money back that we've given the government, plus the interest and all that we should have been making on it. That would make everybody in America great again. Because I certainly don't feel great again yet. So come on, Donald. You still there?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's enough for today.